Wet and Wild Part 2. That was interesting. It seems to be a common theme in the last month or two. Every time I talk to JB, see, look, Isabel, it says one, no, oh, you didn't miss it, but it said one thumbs up but zero watching. So it's YouTube. The numbers are all freakazoid. Hey, Raging. Back in black. Yeah. Hey, look. I feel like Johnny Cash. Okay. Except I can still breathe.
Actually, you can only feel like Johnny without cash, but
Johnny without cash. Hold on a second. You haven't seen my bankroll, baby. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Hey, Mike. Hey, Raging. But there was a problem there. I don't know what it was. Raging likes your joke. Johnny without cash. Clink. Cheers from Vienna. Watching the Back to Stats show. I love saying this number. It's now 0111. Hey, Rick. Wet and Wild. Yeah, look. Today, okay, the wild part I can't say because my show is PG-13, right? But, I got my reputation. But it's wet. It's raining. It's spring. It's cold. I didn't have an umbrella. I just, my mother always said, dance in between the raindrops, like Fred Astaire. Then I slipped and fell. That was the wild part. Look, Kanga, stop making fun of me with the look jokes. The Clink cheers from Vienna. Look, Kanga's one of the good guys. So is Lion King. So is Raging. So is Mike. I got the good guys showing up first. They're like, Blakey, turn off the channel. Kanga says, bite me. Hi, Joan. Look, I'll just tell the war. I don't think she knows. In American slang, when you say bite me, it means I love you. Clink, cheers from Vienna. These YouTube numbers are off the chart. It's a joke. Okay, hold on a second. I'm a little bit off kilter. What I'm going to do, look. I'll take one phone call later. Mike said today is opposite day. I didn't know that. Some people say opposites are attracted to each other, like a magnet, like the North Pole and the South Pole. Magnets, like a bunch of other things you can think of, whatever, yin yang, opposites. A Democrat marrying a Republican. It's pretty cool. Rule number 1, don't talk about politics. Rule number 2, don't talk about religion. And then we'll get along. Let's talk about cleaning this place. And making some good food. And then cleaning again. And making some good food. They're kind of opposites too. Because when you make good food, you make everything messy. Then when you clean it, you make everything clean. That's yin yang too, isn't it? Cooking and cleaning, cooking and cleaning. Ooh, hold on a second. I'm gonna open up Kanga. It says that Blakey. Adriana is here and wants to chat a bit. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna open up Google Hangouts. We're to talk to Adriana. Bear with me. I'm opening it up. Let's hope it works. Please turn off your camera, and I'll turn mine off. And we just got to do maybe I'll do a telephone. Try or call me, Kanga, if you can figure it out. Call me like on the telephone thing, not on the video thing. Maybe that's the problem I'm having with JB. Kanga, I don't see you on. I'm on the Alec Whittier channel, not Blackie Fitzpatrick. So I can't find you. Either you have to find me or I have to be really smart. I'm not an expert at this Hangout stuff. I know I have a Blackie one and I have an Alec Whittier. Right now, I'm on Alec Whittier. I'm afraid to open up the Blackie Fitzpatrick one. I think maybe we talked on Blackie, which means you have to ask to be friends with Alec Whittier, the channel you're watching right now. Whittier. That's my middle name. I was named after John Greenleaf Whittier, who's a relative of mine from a long, long time ago. He's a famous American writer. I guess it's in my blood. No, except for the famous part. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go back to my chats. I missed a bunch of stuff. Everybody's saying, hi, Adriana. I call her Adriana. No, I had you on my show before. Kanga, we got to figure this out. I'm on Alec Whittier right now. Or I think you told me you don't have Facebook. Are we Facebook friends? I think I have my Facebook open. I don't know if we're Facebook friends. You can also call me on Facebook. That's the way we make this work. I've got my Android going. No, I'd love to talk to Adriana.
Grandchild?
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah, you don't use Facebook. You're like my sister. That's fine. You got to become friends with me on Alec Whittier on Google Hangouts. That's the only other way. Yeah, Hangouts. You gotta find me on Alec Whittier. I vaguely remember that it was a while ago since I talked to Adriana, and I think it was under Blackie Fitzpatrick. Yeah, okay, good. So he's working on that. Okay, while Kang is working on that, you know what? I know I don't have 10 thumbs up and my show got killed like 10 minutes ago. That was funny. I'm going to sing Frank Sinatra. You know why? Because I'm in a good mood. Actually, I am. That's the fun part. Can you imagine being in a bad mood and not realizing it? What's even better is being in a good mood and realizing it. That's a win-win for oneself. No, my dog, that Vinny Boombots. He says, dude, man. That's what he calls me. I see when I go to his office and stuff. He doesn't say hi, Mr. Whittier. He doesn't say hi, Mr. Fitzpatrick. He says, dude, man. He says, I can read you like a book. And I'm like, huh? I'm coming in for a normal checkup. And he says, I can read you like a book. And I'm like, have you read my book? And he says, no, because I can read you like a book. I have read your book, but I never bought your book. Which, by the way, is right now on sale on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. $4. Blackie Fitzpatrick, I'm close to memoir. He told me to say that. He says he knows I'm broke. He says, but if you can make some money from your book, I want a slice of the pie. So he's actually like an optimist like me. And he says, hey, you know what? I'll invest my talent in telling you how to be healthy. And I'm like, all I have to do is sing? He says, yeah, you're a heavy smoker. He says the lungs are pretty close to the liver or kidney or whatever that device is that takes all the alcohol in. He doesn't know either, right? All bets are off. Look, I'm headed through the dark web. He was on the Rodney Dangerfield dark web page. I don't plagiarize. I would tell where I'm making bets. Thank cheers from Vienna. I better move the wine glass away because sometimes I get emotional when I sing a song, but I'm trying to sing it a little bit quieter. Not now. I'm going to sing, and then I'll take a phone call. You know who that was. Look. This is from my doctor. Nothing to do with you or me. I'm trying to, okay, my ego. I'm trying to impress my doctor. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my way. You're watching the Black Fitzpatrick Show, the King of Lo-Fi. I had to get that off my chest. Look. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Joe. Look. Look.
Thanks for the background voices.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the background vocals. That was from the Walrus. I don't know if you could hear it. I heard it. You get good pitch, girlfriend. And that's not a pickup line. Back. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on a second. What was I doing? I'm trying to talk to King of Kang's peeps. I tell you, that song takes the breath out of me. Look, my daughter. He sent me a text message just now. He was like, "Good job, Blackie." And I was like, "Guy." Joan said, "I heard the walrus." Look, like Kanga, if you can't figure it out, I don't know what to do. All I can tell you is you got it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a Google Hangout expert. I'm really not. I don't know how to make this stuff work. While making a phone call. Oh, back to the old crank calls days. Let's see if this one works. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the king of lo-fi. I love catching people off guard. But hold on a second. Tell us your name and tell us your time zone.
Hi, Alex from Central.
Tell us your name and tell us your time zone. You're live on the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show.
There we go. Had to turn off.
Tell us.
Anyways, oh, there you are. Okay.
Tell us
Sorry,
your name and I know you're on. I know you're multitasking. I know you're already. Tell us your name and tell us your time zone. You're live on the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show.
Okay, it's Michael Gonzalez from Central Time Zone. How's it go? Back in the tortured, twisted city of Chicago.
You made the walrus laugh. That was a pretty good startup. Hey, Mike, what is on your mind? You have the floor.
Oh, not much is on my mind today. Just doing things like listening to Rammstein for like the 200th time. I'm going through their back catalog now and watching their other videos and finding out about this music movement that's in Germany called New Heart.
I'll be honest with you, my favorite. You got to turn off the echo. Figure that out, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Private call. Everybody can hear you. All you have to do is figure out the chat. Yeah, okay. Mike, my favorite song from Rammstein, if you want to pronounce it properly, you can say it like an American too. That's fine. You can look ignorant, but it's Rammstein.
Rammstein.
Okay, she said it better than me, so now I look ignorant. My favorite one is Rammstein. Stein.
Okay.
Rammstein. Like in Spanish, everything is soft, right? Unless you put a thing over it.
Yeah.
In German, they pronounce every single letter. My favorite video. What's this song? The one where they pretend to be like firefighters and they're in this big fire truck.
Oh, Benzene.
Yeah, I love Benzene. I love that song. I wish I could play it. Benzene. I love that song. I think that's my favorite song from Rammstein.
No, okay.
Benzene.
I'm kind of. One thing that happened that was kind of funny is that someone had done an analysis of why are they so popular, and
great.
The thing that was
that's why
it came out. The thing that was funny was the video had just come out yesterday, and it was like one of those not clickbait, but you know what I mean. Clickbait.
Yep.
So I'm watching because I'm in that kind of mood, and the thing that I thought was kind of funny was that the video was just released yesterday, May 3rd, and I saw it yesterday, May 3rd. And they were saying about, and their latest song has 42 million views. And I look up and on my screen for YouTube, and it says coming up next is Rammstein's official music video for Deutschland again. And the thing is, it says 45 million views.
Not bad for one day. They're big.
So I told them I left the thing telling them, you guys are a little too slow on the draw there.
The 45 million for one day is pretty brilliant for stuff that's sung in German. The song is called Deutschland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I
Yeah.
listened to it. Yeah, yeah. You showed me the link and stuff. And put the link on for
Yeah,
all the viewers. I like
Yeah,
Rammstein.
I will. I will when I will when I get back because I have to turn all my YouTube screens off, not to get go. So yeah, so the thing is, there was that, and there's another band that's come out. Well, they've been around for a while as well, called Saboten,
I don't know the name.
and they're a Swedish heavy metal band. And what they like to do, which appeals to me, is that they like doing history songs.
Oh, songs about history. I know you like medieval stuff.
Yeah, medieval and
Yeah.
yes, and the world wars and things like that.
Yeah, so does Isabella. So does the Walrus.
They just came out with one called Bismarck.
Oh, I know Bismarck.
Yes, and they were singing about the ship going out and the Bismarck of the Kriegsmarine.
Kriegsmarine.
Yeah.
No, so, I know about the. I studied the Bismarck a little bit. I remember that name. Now,
yeah, it was the last German battleship that, and the problem with them building it was that they were still thinking in World War I mode.
Correct.
When battleships were like still a thing, and but they didn't know because aircraft carriers hadn't been tried and tested yet, like
Correct.
They were some months later in the Pacific.
Walrus, do you know about the Bismarck? Because she didn't study that. I learned about the Bismarck in high school, so I know that story a bit.
For me, it's a guy.
For me, when I hear the word Bismarck, it makes me think I want to eat cookies. It sounds like biscuit.
It makes me think about the donuts.
It makes you think about what?
It makes me think about the donuts and a role playing game that involves the genre is called steampunk, and usually with when you're talking about the science fiction kind of thing or retro science fiction of steampunk, there's usually also fairies. So it's about this dude gets transported to another universe and the thing is, the last king, the last king of Bavaria.
The last king of Bavaria?
Ludwig. Ludwig the Second.
Mike, you still got to kill the echo. There's still an echo problem going on.
I don't. All right. I got to kill all my. There we go.
Okay, good. No, Isabella's pretty good with stuff. She doesn't know about Bismarck, but she knows about what's the guy's name?
Ludwig the Zweite.
Ludwig the Second.
Yes, the allegedly crazy one.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Hold on a second, Mike. Are you crazy?
Eccentric. I don't think. Well, no,
You can be neutered.
No. I can.
But that's what fixed means for cats. It means neutered.
Yeah. No. It's just looking over all the weird. Just like I said, that's my big thing. Just looking over history. Anyways, this game that
Mike, I told you I don't like the word anyways. Please change it to anyway.
All right. Anyway.
Thank you.
I like the trying to take over Europe, and then you have King Ludwig trying to, and his cast of idiots, including as I said, because it's fictional, the fairy folk trying to basically keep everything free for everybody. So that's all. Someone had it. Who was it? Oh yeah, Kim Pimble had been asking me about if I knew a lot of German, and when you were talking about that stuff, and Joan had asked me, it's kind of like, no, I really just know a smattering of German. It's just that I know too many of the references all involve things involving history or things involving pop culture or whatever. And I'm able to kind of piece everything together when people are talking about things. Just kind of comes unconsciously.
No, I'll be, and I've said it many times on my Mike, you got to kill the echo thing.
I have everything else turned off.
I believe you.
It's-
I'm just telling you, I hear an
it's
echo. Okay, I'll push through it. German and English and Spanish are the same language.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, I found that out. I was finding that out. There's also a weird linguistics channel on YouTube where they show you, where the guy basically is showing you how do they know that people have migrated from one land to another?
Correct.
Over the centuries when there was no written record. What they find all kinds of weird stuff. One of them is the use of languages and being able to trace the history of a language to know where some words come from. And we're talking about not like, Arizona, that Americans ended up learning the word canyon from them.
Correct.
You know, and I'm talking about like when they're wondering where a word comes from, because it's a dominant word in some other language, like almost 1,000 years ago. I found that out because one of my mom's insults for me is sin vergüenza.
Okay, translate.
And sin vergüenza is an odd Spanish word because it has an umlaut in it.
Yep.
Anyways, what happens is that I came across these videos that basically showed the trail of language showing that the word vergüenza comes all the way from, of all places, Germany.
Correct.
Because and apparently they stayed for a while.
Correct. Michael, I'm going to jump in. Joan says we're buffering again, so I hope people can hear me. Press thumbs up before you leave. Mike, here's my question for you before I tell you to say bye-bye. How do you say the word stop in Spanish?
Stuff?
Stop, like a stop sign.
As in like a stopwatch?
No.
Yeah,
like
you're kind of buffering.
Yeah, like a stopwatch, like a stop sign. How do you say the word stop in Spanish?
Oh gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's always my problem. I can't remember at the moment.
Kim says the word is halt.
Is what?
He says halt. That's a German word, actually. Because in German,
Yeah.
the word for stop is stop. It's the same word.
Height. What height?
No, the stop signs say stop.
Mm-hmm.
What do the stop signs say in Mexico?
I don't know. I never drove in Mexico.